It's the late 1800s, and you're John D. Rockefeller, oil magnate, industrial mastermind, a man with the world on your grasp. But there's a problem. You've got the oil, the pipelines, but no workers. You need workers. Lots and lots of them. America isn't ready. People are free.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving.
Living on farms, doing their own thing. They're rugged. They're independent. Too independent. You can't just demand they fall in line. No, that's not how it works. You need something smarter. You need a system. A long game. And then it hits you, the perfect solution. A way to reach every child, every family, and reshape them without resistance. The answer? School. Public education, free for everyone. A gift. At least that's what they'll think. What about parents? Why would they give their kids up to schools? Simple. Your friends in Congress will make it mandatory. Laws, rules, no way out. Kids have to go. But you and I know America's better. Let's be real. You don't even need the laws. Just dangle the idea of free education in front of millions of American parents. That's all it takes. Parents desperate to give their kids a better life will hand them over. 8 to 12 critical years. All in your hand. Shape them, mold them, make them what you need. And parents? They'll love it. They'll call it progress. A blessing. After all, you're selling them a dream. The great American dream. Yo, Rockefeller, you gotta teach them something. Sharpen their minds, build their cognitive abilities and all that stuff. I know. Impart knowledge. Bullshit. Knowledge, that's power, and too much of it is dangerous. Give them just enough or they'll start questioning the system. There's a reason why slaves weren't taught to read or write. You don't need rebels. You need followers. People who can follow the rules, complete tasks, and keep the wheel spinning. Never spin out of control. How do you do this? How do you pull this off? You control what they learn.
You will.
When they learn it, and most importantly, what they never learn. You shape their world, filling it with fear, submission, and obedience. They give up their dreams without a second thought, learning to settle for mediocrity. You teach them one simple rule. Follow orders to the T, or you're a failure.
I can't believe it.
B is for bitch!
The best part? They'll never even realize you're the one pulling the strings, perfectly conditioning them for your factories. A perfect pipeline from school to office. You and your rich kids can have an endless supply of wage slaves. Genius, isn't it? Oh, the modern education system. Yeah, thank Rockefeller and his rich friends for that. The guys running big oil, big food, and big pharma threw millions into free conditioning. I mean free education. Not to help us, but to train us. Sit down, follow orders, stay in line. Because let's face it, someone had to keep running the empire, and it definitely wasn't gonna be us. Funny how that works, huh? As Rockefeller once said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers.
Our education system is predicated on the idea of academic ability. The whole system was invented around the world. There were no public systems of education really before the 19th century. They all came into being to meet the needs of industrialism.
This is the dangerous origin of the modern education system. Now let's talk about breaking out of it. If you subscribe to the channel, then you know we don't wait for change, we create it. Let's design the perfect prison break. A blueprint to escape the system. Step 0. For this plan to work, it is to accept and unlearn everything. They've spent years conditioning you, numbing you to the abuse, breaking your spirit, turning you into a cog in their machine. You just want to break out, break free immediately. But you're not a rebel without a cause. Accept the state you're in. And then unlearn everything. Every lie they've told you about the system, every rule they've planted in your head. Every prison has its bars up and high, but here they're invisible. And that's what makes them dangerous. Years of programming convincing you to obey without question. They've made you believe you're locked in. But the truth? The door's wide open. They've just convinced you it was shut. So how do you break free? Not by dropping out and running away. No, that's exactly what they expect. You play their game smarter, learn their rules, then rewrite them. Take their tools, their tricks, their weapons, and turn them against them. Smartest prison breaks, they happen in plain sight, right under their noses. You're not just breaking out, you're designing your own escape route. Every system has its cracks, and this one's no different. The weak spots, they lie in what's deliberately left out. They'll teach you to follow orders, but not how to lead. They'll reward memorization, but never teach you to ask the right questions. The most valuable lessons, they're never on the syllabus.
So what's the first move? You start with what they don't teach.
In class, you're taught equations, but not how money works. That's your first clue. But behind those numbers is the real game. Taxes, debt, investments, understanding money. They'll never teach you that. They'll teach you dates, battles, kings, but what about the patterns, the why behind the events? That's never on the syllabus. While others are daydreaming or scrolling through their phones at recess, you're practicing persuasion, negotiation, and storytelling. You're figuring out how to sell ideas, build connections, and win people over.
Relationships, they're the currency of the real world.
And you're already mastering the art. It doesn't take much to start. A podcast during your morning run, a free course after school, a YouTube video before bed. The tools are out there. But the choice to use them, that's on you. Start small, stay consistent. Because while they're stuck following the script, you're busy rewriting the whole story. Step 2. Build allies. Every great prison break needs a crew, because the lone wolf always gets caught. Find mentors who've already cracked the system, people who've escaped and learned to play it better than most. Surround yourself with those who challenge the norm, builders, dreamers, the one who bend the rules instead of following them. And forget traditional classrooms, join communities, not lecture halls. The internet is your battleground. Discord servers, online forums, even Reddit threads are filled with minds ready to spark new ideas. Remember, you don't need everyone on your side, just a few sharp, like-minded people to help you carve the way out. Step 3. Master the art of disguise. You don't want to raise alarms. Play the system's game while quietly outgrowing it. Ace your grades, keep the system happy, and give them no reason to suspect a thing, but don't waste your time on their busy work. Use every free moment to double down on what matters: coding, freelancing, building a side hustle, mastering your craft. Stay invisible. Let them think you're just another cog in the machine while you're quietly sharpening your tools for something far bigger. Step 4. Map your escape route. What's your escape plan? Build, travel, create, start a business. What's your move? Whatever it is, write it down. Make it real. Turn it into action. They trained you to follow their plan. Writing your own? Oh no, that's an act of rebellion. And here's the best part. You don't need anyone's permission. Start small if you have to, but start now. Step 5. Escape in plain sight. While others zone out, find the hidden gems. Teachers who care, untapped libraries, resources that matter. Spot the kid in the back row who thinks differently. They might just be your future business partner. Stack your credentials wisely. Turn that degree into a launch pad, not a cage. The goal isn't to burn the system down, it's to outgrow it. The grand escape. While others are trapped in the grind, punching in and out, following orders, you've already broken free. You've squeezed all the good that the system had to offer. Education, network, credentials, and forged them into weapons. You've mastered the ignored skills, built the underestimated alliances, learned truths they wanted buried. Now, you're reshaping it all into a life that's entirely yours. You were their worker, their cog, their obedient creation, but now, you're the force they never saw coming. And when they finally notice the void you've left behind, it'll be too late. You're already free. You're untouchable. The escape isn't just yours. It's proof that freedom was always possible. They built this system to shape you into a cog, but cogs don't dream. Cogs don't rebel. You do. So what's your next move? Your prison break starts now.
And now I'm adding a call to action, because that's what everyone says to do. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, and only if you promise to take action. Subscribe.
Now get out of here. No more scrolling.
But you don't care. Oh my God.